What's going on, guys? Noobs here, and I'm joined by very special guest, Cthulhu.
Hiya!
Did I say that right?
You did. Proud of you.
Welcome to the show, Cthulhu.
Thank you.
You're here because you are a Mega Man expert.
That is the word on the street.
And I am quite ignorant about Mega Man, so you want to educate me a little bit.
Disappointing. I don't know if I can do that.
You want to keep me ignorant. But first, I think you have a special surprise.
I do. So I watched your last episode, and you said something very sad, that you hadn't even seen one of these in person before. So I just happened to have one hanging out.
Just happened to have one, did you? There we go. This is the NES classic that has been spoken of in legend. I can no longer use the line, I've never seen one in person in my videos. So that kind of takes away one of my arguments. They do actually exist. Thank you for bringing that.
You're welcome.
And if we manage to hook it up, we'll get some Mega Man footage for this video.
Hopefully. I'm just going to put that back down there.
Yeah, that's good. All right. So I have many Mega Man questions,
okay.
and I guess you've got answers.
Hopefully.
So first of all, tell me your history with Mega Man. Where did you get into it?
So I actually got into Mega Man really late.
Mm-hmm.
The first Mega Man game I remember playing was actually Mega Man 8 on the PlayStation 1.
Really?
Yeah, which is like not a great introductory to Mega Man, because Mega Man 8 can be kind of if you've ever seen any of the cutscenes, like...
Oh, okay, this is back, every game needed cutscenes back then.
Mm-hmm. But I grew up, by the time I was old enough to play video games, like we had a Super Nintendo. Like, we actually had the Super Nintendo growing up. So I'm pretty sure the Super Nintendo was in the house before I was, let's be real here.
Oh, okay.
And then the only people I knew who had like an original NES were my cousins and one of my aunties, and none of them had Mega Man. So I don't even know how Mega Man 8 came into my life.
Oh, you don't know how you got that game?
It was just one day Mega Man 8 was there, and that was my Mega Man game. And then my second Mega Man game...
So, was it love at first sight, or...?
It was, actually. Mega Man 8 was very different from, Classic Mega. I mean, it's still considered part of the classic series, obviously. Right. But it wasn't the classic 8-bit pixel art, because now we're on the PlayStation, so you've got more bits.
32,
so it was a lot more, refined looking, I guess. It was
still pixel art, though.
Exactly,
yeah.
And it was a lot, I remember the intro stage, it was a lot more colorful. So it really stuck with me. And then after Mega Man 8, again on the PlayStation 1, we played Mega Man X4. Which is completely different. We jumped around a lot. Completely different from the classic Mega Mans. But I really liked that one. And even though the X series is a step away from the classic, it still has the same mechanics, right? So, or very similar mechanics. And it had those ridiculous anime cutscenes that were super good. So...
And thus your love of anime was born.
No, my love of anime was around long before that.
Okay, so... That's where you got started. So this brings up an important point of confusion I have. Okay. Which is there are so many Mega Man subseries or whatever you want to call it. So here's what I understand. You got your classic numbered Mega Man. They start on NES. Yep. Then you got the Mega Man X games. Those start on Super Nintendo. Yes. But they kept making regular numbered Mega Man, not X-Men. They kept making regular numbered Mega Man on Super Nintendo as well. So, but there was a point where they kind of had these concurrent series.
Yeah, so there's Classic and X. Yeah. And then there's EXE.
Well,
and then...
hang on. What systems? Is that like GBA or something?
EXE was, I want to say, exclusively Game Boy Advance. I don't like the EXE series, so I just stay far away from it.
Are there some like turn-based strategy Mega Man?
Yeah,
is that
was EXE.
Okay. And then you've got the Legends, the 3D games.
Yeah, you've got Legends. For me, Classic and some of X is really where I draw the line.
Oh, okay.
After we get, even after, X5 or 6, I'm like, I don't want to talk about anything else. What are they up to on X? I think X ended at 7, maybe?
And maybe we'll get an 11. No, we won't. Mega Man's dead. Who are we kidding?
Don't say that. He lives here.
Yeah. So see, this is interesting. You didn't play the Legends games.
No, I didn't.
See, because I was wondering how you felt about the whole Legends 3 debacle.
What I understand from the Legends 3 debacle is just it's Capcom being Capcom. They don't think Mega Man has any viability anymore in terms of games, which is stupid.
So let's talk about that. Now, first of all, not only Legends 3 being canceled coincided with the departure of the supposed father of Mega Man, Inafune.
Yes, it did.
I can't say his first name, so I call him Inafune.
Inafune. That works
Now,
for me.
he, at the time, everybody thought this guy's a hero. But then the whole Kickstarter thing happened, and now people think he's a swindler, a con man.
Yeah, I played maybe 5 minutes of Mighty Number 9 before I wanted to cry. I actually have an Inafune story I'd like to tell as well.
Really?
But with Mighty Number 9 and the whole Kickstarter thing, I mean, it's an incredibly bad example of what can happen with a Kickstarter. Because you look at Bloodstained, which is, I cannot remember his name. I've never played a Castlevania game before, but it's the guy who did Castlevania.
Iga something.
Iga, right. So Iga did one for Bloodstained, and like he's being very careful with it. One thing that Inafune didn't do was Mighty Number 9 was all built on promises. There was nothing really concrete about it.
Yeah,
besides, it's a Mega Man.
I remember there was early art, but the game didn't end up looking like the art.
No.
I don't think they even had a developer when they started.
No, I don't. I think that's correct. It was a mess.
Yeah.
And the game ended up being a mess, and it's just better if we just sweep it under the rug.
Took forever to come out. I think there's still Kickstarter rewards people have yet to receive.
Exactly. You can still, and I know EB Games, for example, you can still walk in there and you can still buy like the collector's edition that comes with the Beck figure. I mean, it's discounted now, obviously. But yeah, no, I couldn't. The game, like, I don't want to call it a tribute or a spiritual successor because from what I've played and what I've seen, it feels like a parody.
Right.
Like, it was,
Like, sometimes the clones can be just as good as the original.
Exactly,
sometimes.
but it was not.
Right.
It was, and it's just, even some of the, like, character interactions and character names, it was like, you're obviously just trying to, like, scooch under Capcom's radar without calling this Mega Man.
Skirting the copyright there.
So,
but then, isn't there, like, the Gunvolt series? Isn't that kind of...
Yeah, but that's not...
He's not related to
that. That is still Inti Creates.
Oh, okay.
But, it's not... Inafune doesn't really have his fingers in that besides
Is that actually
some crossover.
Good?
I've heard great things about them.
Okay.
I haven't had a chance to pick them up yet.
Okay.
I really want to.
That seems to be more the spiritual successor.
My Inafune story, real quick. So a few years ago, I go to MagFest almost every year, which is the music and gaming festival. It's held in National Harbor, Maryland. And 2 years ago, Inafune was a media guest.
Okay.
And I was stoked. Like, I'm so excited. Because I'm going to get to meet him, and I'm going to get his autograph, and I'm just like, oh my, like, I'm so hyped. So, I get to MagFest, and I have the Mega Man 25th anniversary collected works kind of art book.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Really nice softcover art book, so I wrapped that up in some bubble wrap, and I packed it up in my suitcase to get it autographed. Unfortunately, this is also the same year Ninja Sex Party was at MagFest.
I don't know what that is.
They are a band. They're a YouTube band. You should look them up.
Oh, I see. You're a fan of these guys.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Like, they're musically talented, but they also have an incredibly rabid fan base who didn't listen to the rules of don't line up more than half an hour before the autograph times. So when I go to line up at 5 o'clock for my 5:30 Inafune signing, I ask the security guard, where's the Inafune line? We already did his autographs.
What?
And I was like, frozen in place, like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I whip out my phone and I like pull open the MagFest Twitter and the MagFest Facebook, and I'm like, where the fuck did you advertise that you were already doing his autograph?
Doing it at least an hour before scheduled.
Because all these Ninja Sex Party people had been lined up since a.m. and no one bothered to kick them out.
Oh, man.
And the security guard had the gall to look at me and be like, well, just roam around the floor, maybe you'll bump into him.
What?
And I'm like, are you kidding?
Can't just send crazy nerd fans to go stalk their heroes.
So I ended up not getting to meet him. And I was really upset. So I was...
Now he's dead.
What? Please don't say that.
I'm sure you'll have your chance. So it sounds like maybe classic Mega Man is your favorite branch?
Yes.
Okay, now, who is your favorite character?
It's Proto Man.
Is Proto Man in those games?
He is. He's introed in Mega Man 3.
Is he the red dude?
He is the red dude.
Okay.
Yeah. I love my red dude.
Have you ever cosplayed?
I have. It's a super casual cosplay as Proto Man. So I have GE Animation does various game and anime merchandise, and they did a plush Buster. I can't talk.
Buster, is that his arm?
Yes, his arm. Cannon. So his arm cannon, and a plush helmet that has his little visor glasses on it that you can you can see through them, but they're really hard to see through, so they're velcroed on. So like when I was walking around, I just like velcro them up to the top of the helmet.
Where did you wear that? Is it convention?
I have worn that at Orlando Nerd Fest. And my friend who did a very casual Mega Man in the same vein as my Proto Man and I were actually featured on like the Orlando Nerd List Instagram for it. I've worn it at MagFest. I have worn it at Animathon locally.
Edmonton Animathon.
Because it's a super easy cosplay. Yeah. Like it's the plush cannon, the plush helmet. I wear a yellow scarf, gray t-shirt. I've got these red high-waisted shorts.
Oh yeah, okay.
Gray tights and a pair of really high, they're actually for my Sailor Moon cosplay, boots.
Okay.
So yeah,
I've dabbled.
I've dabbled. They were gonna release an official wearable Proto Man helmet, like the official wearable Mega Man
Right,
line.
I've seen that.
Yeah, and they canceled it. Like,
man,
I had one pre-ordered. It was going to be my Christmas gift from a friend, and then they canceled it like 2 weeks before Christmas. And like Christmas was ruined.
Yeah, that's
it. Because they did the Buster. So I have both Mega Man and Proto Man wearable Busters.
Well, now you can double fist.
I can dual wield, sure.
Yeah.
But I can't just have my helmet.
No. Even, wow, that's real sad.
I was. So.
And that brings me to, I have to bring this up. You have quite an extensive collection of Mega Man
I do
merch.
have a pretty good collection, yes.
First of all, like, how many of the games do you have?
One Japanese copy of Rockman 3. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I'm not really into the whole cartridge chasing thing.
What are you talking
I know,
about?
I'm sorry.
I have something here that you don't have.
Yeah.
Wherever Mega Man X is on the shelf. This is bad video.
Oh, there he is.
This is bad TV.
Oops.
So I have something you don't have
there.
Okay, wow. I'm stunned.
I just find... So let me tell the story of my Rockman 3 cartridge.
Yes.
So I got this... I imported it from Japan, and I was actually able to get it for $50 Canadian in box with booklet, which is amazing.
That's a great deal.
You try to get the North American cartridge, and you're looking for even a no box, just the cartridge, you're looking at probably closer to $100, $150. And I'm like, if I'm going to be spending that much money on something, I really don't want it to be on a cartridge that I'm not going to play.
Okay.
There's like, because I don't just collect Mega Man stuff, I collect a bunch of stuff. And I've got a few rules I implement upon myself. Mm-hmm. One thing is another really weird one I have is it doesn't matter how much I like a figure, if it's not posable, I probably won't buy it.
Unless it's an amiibo.
Unless it's an amiibo. Yeah. But I'm talking like when we're looking at like, not amiibos, but like actual, figures or models. Right. If I can't pose it to me, I'm like, there's no point.
I see. There's no point.
No.
Don't they all go on the shelf anyways?
It's true, they do, but like when I'm bored of them being posed the way they are, then I can change them, right?
So you're into like the Nendroid or whatever?
Nendroids and like the SH Figure Arts line. Pretty much anything that's got articulation.
Right, that's the word.
There's one Mega Man X garage kit they just came out with, and it's...
What's a garage kit?
So it's a model kit that you build yourself.
Oh, okay,
Usually you also have to paint them, but I think this one is pre-painted, you just need to assemble. And it's a scene, it's the scene where Zero is like destroyed, like he's cut in half. And X is like holding him and he's sobbing, and is like...
Did this happen in a game?
It did, but I'm just like... It's such an emotional scene, and like the statue is so good, except it was $400. And I was like,
did you get that one?
No, no, because it was $400, and then the only place I could find it that would ship to North America would only use like FedEx or UPS.
Yes.
And I was like, so on top of paying $400, I'm gonna pay another $150 for shipping, and then I'm gonna get dinged for import fees.
Right.
So like... As much as I would
like a $600 purchase here.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, as much as I would love to have it, I couldn't justify it.
Well then. Yes. Finally, you drew the line somewhere.
Yeah. It's a very thin line.
So this is interesting because I'm all about hoarding the games, right? But you're much more into the hoarding the toys and like the lore and stuff, it seems like. Like you were really into the story. I can't tell you much about the story of anything except Donkey Kong.
Oh. Yeah, King K. Rool stole his bananas.
Yeah, but then other things happened. So we hinted at this earlier, but we know that Capcom hasn't necessarily handled Mega Man very well ever since Inafune left. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously you're upset about that.
A little bit.
What would you do? Where would you like to see Mega Man go?
I would like to see Mega Man actually just hand it off to Nintendo. Just
pass it over.
Here you go. Here's our little blue man. Please take care of him.
Blue Bomber.
Yeah, our little blue bomber man, because he's beautiful and precious, and take care of him. So, because you have all these kind of crossover properties with Mega Man, you can't just hand them off necessarily to one developer, which is really upsetting because I think Nintendo and Capcom, especially in the beginning with the Mega Man Classic series, had a very good relationship in regards to Mega Man. I would love... Capcom, I think at this point, just sees Mega Man as a cash cow.
Like a merchandising
Exactly.
figure.
So, we see, tons of Mega Man stuff coming out.
You mean toys and anime?
And not an there's a new show coming out, but I don't want to talk about it. Okay? We're not even going to touch that hot pile of garbage.
All right.
But toys, clothing. There's actually a really cool windbreaker that I've talked myself out of ordering because I want to buy a really nice expensive jacket.
That does not have.
It doesn't have Mega Man.
What's a bomber jacket, by the way? That's a particular kind of jacket, right?
So a bomber jacket is when you watch, have you seen Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
You know Chris Pine's character with, the fuzzy?
So you could have a blue bomber jacket.
Oh, my God. No. Back to my original point.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Capcom they're making money off of the merchandise.
Yeah.
They're not making money off the game anymore. I mean, obviously we had the Legacy Collection 2 just came out. So, but that's not even a new original game. There's nothing original about that content. It's a compilation of Mega Man's 7 through 10.
Okay.
So even then, that's going to be making money off of Mega Man, but you're making money off the nostalgia of people who've already played Mega Man.
You're not adding to the legacy.
I would love to see a Mega Man 11 game come out done like they did 9 and 10. I don't think it'll happen. So I don't think we'll see any new original Mega Man content. Just a lot of merchandise stuff.
Wow. Yeah. That's sad. So... I mean, they could just have Nintendo make all Mega Man games.
It's true,
right? They don't have to, sell them the whole IP.
No.
So there is that possibility. And, I remember when Mega Man was shown for Smash Brothers, Mega Man fans loved that. Because they're this is the right way to do Mega Man.
The best. It'll pop up in my Facebook memories.
Yeah. Oh,
and every year I'll share it. And I'll be like... This was the best day of my life.
Yeah. Because they really did Mega Man right.
They did. I love, I will watch that clip. Just I'm do you know I haven't watched in a while? The Mega Man Smash Brothers intro clip. Because it's such a good clip. The animation is beautiful. My actual favorite part about that animation is that they gave him LED eyes. When his eyes blink on, right?
Oh, yes! I know what you're talking about.
That is so, I'm that is what my little robot needs. Those LED eyes, and it's...
Are those eyes canon?
No.
Okay.
But they are now.
Okay.
Because that's the type of eyes I think robots should have.
Yeah, it makes sense, I guess. I don't know.
And it was just such a good moment, because, I don't know if anybody... obviously, I think Mega Man was a highly requested character.
Oh, absolutely. Would have been one of the most.
To be put in the game.
Yeah,
so the fact that after, so many years of being put Mega Man in it, we got Mega Man. I then turned around and was like, okay, now give us Proto Man. And then they were like, here's your little me costume. And I was like, this is close enough, I guess.
They're not going to do that.
They're not going to do that. But I mean, Smash 4 was such a wild ride.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Still waiting for that Switch version, by the way.
Please, Nintendo.
And, is Mega Man your main in Smash Brothers?
Mega Man is not my main in Smash Brothers. He is my second.
2?
Peach.
Okay,
but I have always been a Peach main.
Oh, I love the Hacha move.
Hacha! Yeah, exactly, right?
She's top 5 for me for sure. So.
And that's the thing is like because I've been playing for Peach, like I play a pretty decent Mega Man, but.
Okay. I have no further questions.
Cool.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I have so many things I could say, but I won't because
this video's long enough
would be
already.
Here forever, I think.
Well, I think you've educated me a lot about Mega Man.
Yay!
You've brought Mega Man to the masses. Not that he wasn't well known before. Oh, do you have anything you want to plug, like a Twitch stream or anything like that?
You can follow me on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/Cthulhu. We'll make sure it's spelled down there.
We'll link it.
Yeah, that's really it.
That's it.
I don't really do the YouTubes yet.
So you don't? Okay, that's fine. We'll get you there. Well, thanks a lot, Cthulhu, for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
And I guess, as for you guys out there, let us know what you think about Mega Man. What do you want to see the future of Mega Man? Or maybe it's best that they just leave him retired.
Maybe. I think if my final say in it is I think it's best if they leave him retired. No more Mega Man games because especially what we see with the later X games is they just get too wacky.
Okay, tone it down a little. All right. Let us know, guys, and thanks for watching.